Hey, what's happening? It's your boy from the new 95.7 Kiss FM. Hanging out here with the author, man, Raquel Perez. How you doing?
I'm good, thank you.
You excited?
I'm excited.
Yes, I finally got her in the studio, man. She released her book. I've been waiting for this book for a while. Legends of the Californios, man. I'm excited. I'm halfway through it right now. She released it. When was it released? Like 2 weeks ago?
Actually, August 6th.
August 6th. We're November 16th right now, so I guess I was way off. But I got her second shipment because her first shipment of the books went out quick, so I was kind of going late on it, man. So tell me a little bit about your book.
So it's basically based California history, San Diego to be exact. It is actually based on history that you're not going to hear when you go on the tours in Old Town, since a lot of our Hispanic history has kind of been swept under the rug. This is my way of kind of bringing the real stories, how social classes really were and how things really were in those times.
And now this is stuff that you got passed down from your grandparents, your mom, your dad, tios.
This is actually things that I did it in the form of that folkloric type storytelling that's authentic to our Hispanic culture. But at the same time, these are stories that are kind of based loosely on history, but also things that I kind of made up as I went as well, just based on my research.
So it's half truth, half fictional?
Something like that.
All right. So it's not talking about like lowriders, right? It's talking
No,
more about
no,
like Old Town
it
San Diego and all that.
Old Town. It is the Presidio, the mission, the first mission of California. It is actually about the Presidio land.
Now, what was the first mission? Because I thought it was San Juan Capistrano.
No, it was actually San Diego Mission del Calo, and it was up on the Presidio Hill.
Ah, I learned all about that in 5th grade when I was doing the missions, and I thought it was so. I got a passing grade, so I thought I was right, but I guess not.
This is a lot of research. I'm part of the History Center. I'm part of the local descendant circle, as well as that History Center. So this is my way of kind of all of the research, all the stuff that I've studied. I put it into my own stories, and it started out with me just telling my kids little stories here and there, and I said, you know what, I got to put this in a book.
And that's awesome, and I went through it, and it was really well put together. And how long did it take you to put this whole book together from start to end?
A year.
A year?
Yes.
Wow. And you're going to be talking about all this at your presentation that you got. What's the date on that? Give me information.
So it's going to be this Friday, November 21st, 6 p.m. at the old Adobe Chapel in Old Town. It fits perfectly into the setting, especially in my first little legend that I have in there with Carmen, the gypsy.
So is this gonna be like a rave, or is this gonna be autograph signing?
This is a
rave.
This is wow, taking me back. This is an actual book signing, and it's gonna be a presentation. It's gonna be in a historic setting, so you're gonna literally feel like you're back in time.
Yikes.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome. Is there a cover? Is there?
No fee. This is a free event.
So no excuses why you shouldn't show up because you're broke or whatever.
No, it's okay. If you already have my book, bring it. I want to buy it. I also have the book.
You want to buy it or you want to sign it?
I want to sign it.
Yes.
If you wanted to show up and buy it, please buy it. If you want to have your copy ready and you don't want to wait till the signing, you can go to my website, www.raquelperezauthor.com. Or you can go to the Old Town Gift Code, and it's actually in the first book when you walk in.
Yeah. So what places can you purchase this book besides websites and stuff?
So it would be Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, through my publisher, OutskirtsPress.com/bookstore. My website, which I mentioned, Upstart Crow in Seaport Village is holding my book,
right.
And the Old Town Gift Code.
You know, I got a chance to hang out with you a couple weeks back when you were still writing on this book, and you told me all about the place where you would sit down and write it. What was that place in Old Town?
It's actually called the American House.
We got to give them a shout out.
San Diego House, and they actually have a shout out in there. I would sit in the back table and with a pen and paper just writing my book with my kids sitting down across from me, eating taffies and jelly beans, and just kind of, okay, mom's going to tell you a story, and I'll give you some jelly beans. You got to chill and listen.
Yeah, that's so dope, man.
That's how it just kind of took place.
Yeah, and you felt it. So one more time, tell us where the event's going to be held and the times.
Okay, so it is going to be in the old Adobe Chapel in Old Town, San Diego. I believe the address is the 3963 Conda Street. It seats about 45 people, so first come, first serve.
If not, bring tamales. That's the only way to get in.
Yeah, we'll let you in for some tamales. And I mean, of course, it's an older chapel, it's a museum, so the only thing I'm asking is, as much as I love kids, I'm a mom, no kids, because it is considered a museum. There's actually somebody buried in that chapel, but I can't go too much into detail. All I can tell you is it's kind of
It's
worth the
legit.
trip. It's legitimate. It is actually an
And now, do you have
adult
access to this place if like just on an average day, or it's only open certain times?
They actually are hosting, they're giving me this chapel, Save Our Heritage organization. I met them at a Descendants meeting, and he was like, you need to have your book signing at the chapel.
Yeah, like, so you don't ever get to go in here. This ain't gonna be like no old town scenic tour that's you have no access to it.
No.
So you got to come out. It's this Friday, November 21st, right?
And they actually don't even open, I think, maybe the first Saturday or Sunday.
Right.
To see the inside. I haven't seen the inside
What?
since I was 10, and I go to Old Town twice a week.
Dude, when you told me all about this book signing and stuff, I was like, man, it's gonna be a big rave, piñatas, we're gonna have birrias, they're gonna have abuelitas and everybody tossing all the primos in the air.
No,
and I guess not.
that kind of stuff's coming. But
Yeah.
right now, I feel like it has to be a historical setting.
I'm just teasing you, man. I always got to make fun of everything.
No, because this is how we do it. This is our culture. But
and that's super legit, man. So once again, tell me one more time where you can find this book and the event, and we're good to go.
Yeah. So I will be having more book signings coming up in Old Town. Of course, I'm having different locations there. This one is going to be at the Old Adobe Chapel in Old Town, Friday, November 21st, which is this Friday. Starts at 6 p.m. I'll have a table with books outside. Sharpie it up so I can sign it. And the only thing is, no kids, please, because it's a museum. And, you know, if you can't take food in the museum, that's one thing they won't let us do.
And Raquel is a local San Diegan, man, and she's from California, and she's
born and raised.
So we got to support our people, our familia out here, man, San Diego. And this is a true history what went down, and you can never go wrong with the legends of the Californios, Nana stories, man. You can never go wrong with Nana stories at any time, whether it was about giving some nalgadas to somebody, or you know how she met Grandpa, or how how they used to dress back in the days. There was no Macy's, there was no Dickies outlet. You know what I'm saying? You would make your clothes. Like my mom would tell me stories about how they would make diapers. I'm like, shh, I'd get rashes if I had some of those.
Still fly.
You know what I'm saying? So
Beautiful.
if you want to hear any of those stories, come out and join her November 21st.
There's some spooky stuff going on in there too. San Diego's an old city, so it's also haunted. I had to throw some of that in there.
Yeah, you can't go wrong. Cucuy's gonna get you. Check it out.
Check it out. Come see us.
Thank you.
Bye.
Check out RaquelPerezAuthor.com.
Thank you.